Well, good morning, good afternoon, good evening, whatever the case may be, across this beautiful blue-green globe of ours. Welcome to Real News Live. I'm your host, Mike Barra in Las Vegas, Nevada, where it's going to be about 118 degrees today. Joined as I always am on a Tell the Truth Wednesday by my co-host, the lovely lady with the lustrous hair, Jennifer Fallaw-Doring in Hayden, Idaho. Jen, how are you on this wonderful Wednesday?
Good, doing good.
Doing good. All right, guys. A couple things. First of all, I'd like to thank Tiffany Huntsman and Joe Evans and Scott Silk and all you folks who are regular contributors to the show. I just saw Tiffany's a new name. Thank you, Tiffany. $5 on Zelle. So that's awesome. We appreciate that. And I'd like to thank everybody who is a subscriber over on Rumble and remind you that you need to be following Real News Live with Mike and Jen on Rumble. As opposed to the Real News Live account. And Jen, we just realized a few months ago that there's such a thing as an account. Also, I want to address some other stuff real quick before we get going here. There is a lot of negativity and strife in my chat room. I don't know about yours, Jen, but ever since a bunch of new people came over from Mark Z and from Wolvie, a lot of them are trolls. A lot of them are deliberately trying to bring everybody's energy down. There's even some old veterans of our team that are joining in on that. And I will be ruthless on this. I've had it. Fuck you guys. Okay? If you're going to attack Wolvie or Jen or me or anybody else who's sincerely trying to do good in this community, I'm blocking you. No warnings, no nothing. I'm tired of the negativity, and I'm really tired of people posting, join this chat channel. Fuck that, okay? I have enough of that with fake Mike Barras coming in every 10 seconds on Mike Barra chat on Telegram. So just so you know, and mods out there, I know Chris is here, and Ron, our mods, sometimes you guys help me out. Just ban them. There's no back and forth. You get one chance. And if you persist in the negativity, we're just going to cut you off. Not that we're all going to be Pollyanna and everything is rosy, because it's not for a lot of people. And we need this to get done. But you're just bringing everybody else down. And it seems like a lot of you guys are just in there to argue with some of our favorites. And that ain't going to happen. So I don't need you. I don't want you. So either park your attitude at the door or don't join. It's up to you. It's up to you. I have no control over it. You do. All right. Hi, Jen. How are you?
Fine.
I have nothing new to report on the news front. The bondholder is still expecting to be paid any day now. Any day now. Once he is paid, and I know he has money, and he's helping people out, friends of his, once money starts to flow, then I will know for a fact the RV is happening. If there's faith and there's actually knowing something is going on. So I'm kind of waiting on that. I don't know if you have anything new in terms of Gentel, or should we just go to questions and make it a question and answer Wednesday?
Well, I did do a show yesterday putting the pieces together. And if you missed that, that's on Jennifer Fallaw-Doring on YouTube. Really putting the pieces together about why the RV is real. A lot of people that I talk to have spouses and have people attacking them. Like this is some kind of pipe dream. And that really explains it well. Archangel Gabriel, when I asked him, well, how do I, explain to people why the RV is real? And he said, right to reserve. And I had never heard of that. And I looked it up. And basically, in a nutshell, cash is a debt instrument.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. And we all believe that, we're in debt to them. They're in debt to us. And in order to move into a gold-backed, precious metal-backed, secure money system,
mm-hmm.
they have to pull in the instruments of debt that are out there and pay you
to pay them
those
off.
Debts.
Yep.
And you are very good at explaining to people why this debt system is the way it is and who creates the money. And if you were to explain to people that don't know anything about the RV and says, okay, you're crazy and you're trying to get rich, this is the get rich quick plan, and this is some pipe dream somebody made up in their basement, they don't understand what our money really is and what needs to be done to a sound money system. You got to pay the debts. So what do you think about that?
Well, that's absolutely correct. And I listened to that part of it yesterday, coming back from Mount Charleston, which was 78 degrees yesterday. It was so nice. If it wasn't a 40-minute drive, I'd take Barkley up there every day because it's so much cooler than this. I may do it anyway. But anyway, yeah, what people don't understand is our cash, for instance, is a Federal Reserve note. It's a promissory note. It's a promise to pay. In other words, what you're doing is you are issuing credit. When they took gold and silver away from us in 1933, what they did, because the spiritual laws of the universe say whatever you take away, you have to give something back of equal or greater value. In other words, that's the way the universe works. So all monetary systems are based on that. So what you were given is the power to issue unlimited credit. Every check you write, every bit of cash you pay is actually you issuing credit out of your trust fund, your birth certificate bond, which was created for you at your birth. They just never told you that. They lied to you about it. They convinced you that you owed other people money when in fact you were issuing them credit on a regular basis. So they have to pay all that credit off in order to bring the books to even, balance the books before they can go to the new system. So that's part of what this process is. That's part of what Nasara Jasara is all about. So that is exactly right. It is a brilliant insight on your part to figure that out. And right of reserve, I had not actually heard that term before.
Well, what I'm getting about that is that somewhere it is written within the fiat system that if they're going to use us to create monies that way and hand us paper money, coins, anything like that, we have what's called a right to reserve. And that would be whatever is supposed to be the value of that money or the current value of that money. So they have to pay out their debt to those who hold the currency. They cannot just wipe it out and say, sorry, it's not worth anything anymore.
Yep.
And so that's what the RV is about. It's the beginning of Nasara Jasara. Then they have to do this worldwide to close out the fiat system and to move into BRICS and to start the sound money system.
System of prosperity. Yep. So that was, and again, if you want any proof that Jen is talking to somebody on high, how do you explain how do you explain that message she just got? You can't. All right, let's review the Gentel real quick from the other day. Monday, we've already had a couple of Gentels confirms. The push for unionization thing, that actually happened with the team. Who is it? Somebody's going to join the Teamsters union. That was a story in the news. Hunter Biden is now acknowledged as an advisor to the president of the United States. Man, how fucked up is your administration? How bad is it if you put that crackhead in? That guy is considered a better advisor than the people you already had on staff. If that isn't proof, this guy needs to be removed out of.
And isn't he a felon?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So now they're out there saying, well, Trump's, he's a felon, and they'd say it on the news all the time. Every time I happened to, I'd never, purposely catch it, but, on accident. They're talking about how he's a felon and he shouldn't be able to run for president and everything, but we can have your crack addict felon son
right
in on the decisions for our nation.
Hey, Dave 485. Hey, going off of steroids again today. I'm not on steroids. I wasn't on them. You need to scale back those meds, dude. It's not a good image for you. Okay, Dave.
There we go.
I have a real careful response to that, which is why don't you go piss up a rope, okay? Fuck you, you're banned, and you're never coming back. So just get the fuck off my stream. Thank you. Bye. Okay. Really? People think it's going to work for them? Thursday is a big day. I hear Thursday is a big day. We're looking for some World Trade Organization announcements. That would be something that would happen under the new system. Rising Seas Faults. Now, Jen, that one was interesting because last night on the news show, we actually went and played a clip of Biden, and I can play it again if you want. He went out yesterday slurring his speech again, just like he slurred it on the other night after the Supreme Court ruling on Monday. Anybody who doesn't believe in climate change is dumb. Imagine being called dumb by Joe Biden. God, that isn't the ripest comment ever. I don't even know. But climate change is in the news. There wasn't a big blowback, but I mean, how do you think that? Wait for it. Okay. Wait for it. And slaying the insane environmentalist wacko dragon is something that I have wanted to do for 20 or 30 years. They have lied to you. They have bullshitted you. All right, Jen, why don't we go to questions? And, again, I don't care if people think I'm too intense. If you don't like it, don't watch the show. I'm intense. That's the way it is. This shit needs to go down. We got about 800 people in the stream right now, 800 or 900 people. Thank you for being here. We appreciate each and every one of you. And please keep in mind that these episodes are taken down off of YouTube, off Mike Barra 3 and off Mike Barra 33, the channels that we are sharing them on almost immediately as soon as the stream is over, because we're trying to avoid the YouTube censorship over there. And you can always get all of the episodes, including Jen's Thoughts Over Coffee from yesterday, Toxically Masculine Tuesday, links to my book, images, Calvine UFO video, UFO analysis, interviews with people in the UFO community over on mikebarra.blogspot.com. As long as I still have that until Google takes it down, that's where everything is going to be. And if you don't pick it up there, you can go straight to the Rumble channel. And let's go to Rumble real quick. You can go straight to the Rumble channel. You can do a search for Real News Live, and you will get Real News Live, which is the old account. But the current channel is Real News Live with Mike and Jen. That one right there. Is it sharing? Yeah, it's sharing. Real News Live with Mike and Jen. Go to that channel. Become a follower. We have 1,890 followers about now. We had about 4,700 over on the regular Real News Live account. But go over, follow us, and you can like and subscribe to the videos. Pick them all up over on Rumble. Hey, Jen, you're wearing the same outfit in these two.
Am I?
Yeah, look at that.
Well, I don't have like unlimited clothing. I do have to rewear things.
Pretty much. All right. So
at least it wasn't the same week.
Real News Live with Mike and Jen on Rumble. Also, please do not forget to visit our absolutely wonderful sponsors, the CBD Gurus, over at the CBDGurus.com, where you can get all kinds of CBD-based health products for yourself. Go to the wholesale tab, slide down to Mike B Wholesale, and pick up this week's specials by typing in the discount code ALIEN. ALIEN, Alien. And this week, Matt is giving away Bolivar with orders over 25, 50, 100, 150, 40 million Bolivar. That'll come in handy. And this week, we've got the Turkey Tail Coriolis Versicolor mushroom-based treats, the gummies and capsules, the mushroom gummies, the 5 matrix mushrooms, the lion's mane, the turkey tail. Wow, just going crazy. The pet treats, the Delta 8 gummies. I think the sleep gummies. Yeah, the sleep gummies, which are wonderful if you have any sleep issues, which most people over 50 actually do. The Miracle Gold, the regular gummies, the seltzer water is great stuff. So pick up all of your CBD-based health products over at the CBDGurus.com and use the discount code under Mike B Wholesale for your sales, ALIEN. Also, please do not forget to, what happened? It stopped sharing. Okay, let's do this again. I hate cable internet.
Yeah, what's going on lately? I've had all kinds of trouble this morning doing the emails. It was like, I look back and it's still sending like 5 different emails.
That's the CBD Gurus website there, the CBDGurus.com, code ALIEN. Also, please do not forget to visit our wonderful sponsor, other wonderful sponsors, MikeBarrettPets.com, where you can pick up all kinds of cool mushroom-based health supplements for your cats, your dogs, your horses, and yourself. Click on the Shop Now tab, slide on over there. I'm giving Barkley the Mojos and the Mush Puppies Plus. He's doing fantastic. They got the super sauce for dogs and cats, the Mush Pony treats for the horses. I had to get me some of those because there were a bunch of horses up at the Mount Charleston yesterday where we took Barkley, and I'm going to bring them mush ponies because they will feel a lot better. And also you've got the Coriolis Versicolor and Reishi mushroom formulas for human beings, for immune support, clarity, enforced restore. They've now got gummies, they got coffee, they got chocolates, they got starter packs, everything over there. Just send an email to Diana at MikeBarrettPets@gmail.com. She's a certified pet nutritionist, and she can get you on the right track with your dog, your cat, or even yourself. Okay, Jen, why don't you tell us what's going on over at JenniferFalah.com?
Well, you can get to Marcy Hell if you need a personal cleanse or a cleanse. You can get to Susan Gretz if you'd like to go to her. Right now, my special is the Everything Healing. If you buy one, you get one free. You're going to want to get that before the end of the, maybe before the end of the weekend, because that sale's going to be ending.
Cool.
Okay?
Cool.
So if you're someone who wants to do bi-weekly healings on somebody or a pet or monthly, now's the time to pick them up.
All right. There we go. What's going on?
JenniferFalah.com. Go to JenniferFalah.com.
Go to JenniferFalah.com. So... all right, let's slide on over to Rumble. Now, one of the advantages of following us on Rumble and subscribing for $5 a month, a little subscribe button at the bottom, on a live stream, only on a computer or a laptop, not on your phone, is that you get your questions answered first when we go to questions and answers. So, you know what, Treebeard, I'm sorry. We're gonna let Treebeard jump to the front of the line because he's been asking his question for 2 weeks now. I've looked everywhere for a potential rate on the Pengo. The Pengo, I believe, is the Hungarian currency. Can you please ask Jen if she has any thoughts on the 1946 B Pengo bonds? Pretty please. Jen, any thoughts on the rates you might get for the Pengo bonds?
I see 8 and zeros. I don't know how to.
8 and zeros. Okay. There you go, Treebeard. That's what we can do. That's what we can do.
I don't tell you, and that's all I'm getting.
Okay, sliding on over to the Rumble. Let's actually share the Rumble screen real quick so people can kind of see that. There we go. All right, let's go to the top and check things out. Oh, Super Dave, man, you rock. Super Dave, aka Pork Chop, just gave us $100 Rumble rent. Super Dave,
Sugar Daddy, thank you, Super Dave.
Doing that.
That's awesome.
We really appreciate that. We really appreciate that because Jen and I are sharing what's on Rumble, and we appreciate that. Jan0926 is now a monthly supporter. Oh, one other thing, Jan, I keep forgetting. To do this. Let me put up. Why is it not sharing? God, I hate this. I don't know why when I hit share, it doesn't just automatically share, but I have to hit the button again to share it again. Questions for Jen must include your real name and the name of the person or pet you are asking about. That is very important stuff. Okay, so Jan0926 is now a monthly supporter. She's got a little red castle and is $5 a month supporter. Cool Raul is first. Hi, Raul. He's got a little red castle, $5 a month supporter. Good morning, Mike and Jen. It's Raul with a question. My daughter, Jada, has taken her dog for has taken her drug test for the job that you confirmed. Thank you. Will she be okay with that part of the process? Will Jada pass her drug test at work, Jen?
Yeah.
Good for her. Good for her. Okay. Beth, Little Red Castle, $5 a month subscriber, says, quick question. We talked about a little senior dog named Nikki on Monday. Yes, we did. I remember that. I have her now. Yay. She's so sweet. But Jen, do you see any health issues? She pees a lot. Maybe she has a bladder infection. Does she have a UTI?
Yeah.
She does? Get her to the vet? Get her to the vet. Get an antibiotic shot. Yeah. Anytime you bring a new pet in, you should take her to the vet anyway, if you can afford it. God.
Yeah, especially if they're going to intermingle with the other pets.
Yeah.
Make sure.
And Beth, once more, second question. My realtor blew my socks off this morning with a listing in Longboat Key, Florida. Do you think this is the one I have been waiting for? Beth wants to know if the listing in Longboat Key, Florida is the house she's been waiting for.
Yeah, if you accept, if you give them what they want.
Okay. There's your answer. Okay, let the truth be known. Little Red Castle, $5 a month subscriber. Rosemary wants to know, Jen, why when I have to go out in the high desert heat, do I feel like I'm on the verge of a heart attack or stroke when I get home? That's Rosemary.
Inflammation, water weight. It just really, it's almost like everything gets inflamed, and so it's more pressure in the body, and it's just, yeah, it's not good for you.
Yeah, I didn't feel great yesterday when we went to Mount Charleston, but we were at 7,600 feet. So, I figured the altitude had something to do with it also. Okay. Deb D, Little Red Castle, $5 a month subscriber says, will I be closing on my townhouse in the next week or so? Deb D wants to know if she'll be closing on her townhouse. 20th. All right, there you go. Diane, Little Red Castle, $5 a month subscriber. Diane says, my family and boyfriend have been so asleep. They all think I'm nuts. LOL, will they wake up anytime soon?
Oh, yeah. See, it's coming.
Yeah, when you buy that camper, that Lamborghini camper, I think that's gonna do it for him. Dougie B is now a monthly supporter. Yay! Thank you, Dougie B. You got your little red castle. Good for you. It's actually a white castle because it's red with a white castle, but it turns up red over here. All right, Big Poet listened to a shared RV info session that featured Shelton Lavert and was pretty encouraging as far as timing goes. Still, I'm not in any of their groups. Okay, this is another thing I meant to address. Jen got very big. Sheldon. How can I say this nicely? I think he means well, but you can't pay any attention to anything he says. Okay. When I brought him up with Mark laughed. Like he laughed. Sheldon does not have the connections he says he does. He does know a few people at the Treasury, but he's not reliable. He's not of bad intent, but he doesn't know what he's talking about. Okay, that's where I'm going to go with that. So do not pay too much attention to Sheldon. He will get you all riled up, and nothing will come of it.
Yeah, I'm not familiar with that name.
Yeah, he's a black guy. He knows about the RV, but okay. Christina Loeb here, Little Red Castle, $5 a month subscriber. Will I be signing a contract for a new home this month?
It's more like next month.
Next month?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Carissa, Little Red Castle, $5 a month subscriber says, do you see my family getting an Australian Shepherd? And if so, when? And will we be happy if we do?
Well, it's a light-colored dog. I don't think it's an Australian Shepherd. It could be, but it kind of looks like a Border Collie.
Okay, they're similar,
but it is a medium-sized dog. Yeah, you do get a dog.
Barkley is an Aussie Shepherd.
It could be an Australian Shepherd. Yeah.
Okay. Barkley's an Aussie Shepherd. He's a mini, but he's an Aussie Shepherd. And what I will tell you about Australian Shepherds is they are extremely active and hyper intelligent.
Oh, she's got kids to play with him. He'll be fine. She's got Lamb too.
Okay, good. All right. Susan H333 wants to know how I really feel.
Wrong question.
I just been on the stream and I'm just so tired of having to ban people because I'm just sick of their crap. Hi, Mike and Jen. I'm Kathy. Will my nephew Ron Jr. be able to find an apartment soon? And you know the timing. Thank you. That's Kathy, Little Red Castle, $5 a month subscriber.
Looks like we're at the end of the month. He does get into something, yes. A little smaller than he wanted, but yeah.
Comswalla is not my president. I am not taking prednisone. And I'm like this natural. Santa Balone, Little Red Castle, $5 run subscriber says, Jen, you knocked it out of the park with your philosophy yesterday. Can't wait to listen to it again. Good. Nadine Korn, Little Red Castle, $5 a month subscriber says, Jen, the show yesterday was fantastic. It connects all the dots for normies. Best show ever to explain the history. Yeah, it was really excellent stuff. Chris Packer, Little Red Castle, $5 a month subscriber. Is something physical wrong with me or is it grief? Chris lost her husband about 7 months ago.
I do think the blood pressure's a little high because of the grief. But yeah, there are symptoms of grief that you have physical symptoms that the body starts to go through. Check your email though. I've got you on for Monday after the show to do the reading. So we'll talk about that then. I think you're okay right now, but any serious symptoms, go and have it checked.
Yep. Peggy, Little Red Castle, $5 a month subscriber says, hi, I'm having a graduation party on Saturday. Will everyone be safe? I keep getting this crazy thought in my head that my deck will collapse. Peggy wants to know if her deck is going to collapse on Saturday.
No, you've got some questionable boards there. And if anything collapsed, it would probably be a couple boards at a time, So you might want to throw a rug down or something in case so somebody doesn't get their foot in that wood. But we got to fix the deck. But I don't see a deck collapse. No.
Okay. D Green 4613 says, if we gifted currency, I'm assuming they will all be able to exchange when we do. That is my understanding. Yes. Lisa, Little Red Castle, $5 a month subscriber. Hi, Mike and Jen. Thank you for all you do. My son, Ethan, and my mom, Hazel. My grandmother's name was Hazel. My son, Ethan, and my mom, Hazel, would like to know who their spirit guides are, please. Lisa is asking for Ethan, her son, and her mom, Hazel. Or ma'am. M-A-M, it says.
Spirit guide. I was looking for angels. That takes a little more time for me to tune in, especially if I don't have a full name. Son Vance.
Okay,
sounds
Vance.
like Vance is the guide. Many lifetimes together with that one. And the mother, what was Hazel? Was the mother's name?
Yes, Hazel.
Patricia. And Patricia doesn't make sense, but well, it kind of does, but something people don't really understand. Was her son in another life. Sometimes souls will come in as a man, even if they prefer to show up female, right?
Mm-hmm.
In earlier generations, because of the things that they want to accomplish in that lifetime, and women just weren't allowed to do anything. So, yeah.
Okay. Frederica, $5 Rumble rant. Thank you, Frederica. Will I be able to take my whole family on vacation to Kenya on safari? Frederica would like to know.
That really looks like it happens in the fall.
Oh, so soon. I wonder what could be happening that might give Frederica the money to do that. Kim Vale is now a monthly supporter, $5 a month subscriber. Thank you, Kim. We appreciate that very much. Kim Vale. Thank you. Dougie B, Little Red Castle, $5 a month subscriber. My name is Doug. My mom is Sally, and she's having delusional problems. Should she be put back on Klonopin, and will that fix it? Clonazepam, Klonopin. I haven't heard that working with delusions, but yeah. Sally and Doug.
So I can't advise anybody what to take for anything. But so let's put that out there right now. But I do think the doctors want to do that. I do think it's been effective in the past, and I think that she needs to stick to a medication protocol routine.
Okay. Hi, Maria here, Little Red Castle, $5 a month subscriber. Maria, will my daughter Sabina move closer to her sister soon? And if so, I know a girl in Texas named Sabina. Hi, Maria here. Will my daughter Sabina move closer to her sister soon? And if so, when?
No, it's going to take a few years for that. Okay.
Susan Gretz is over there in Rumble. Susan says she's been booting people like crazy out of her chats also. I don't blame you, Susan. I had a message from Fake Jen the other day after my sister passed away, and I just said, fuck you, and blocked them. Aww. I am sorry to hear about your sister.
Sorry.
It's been a very rough time. And
had quite a few exits lately.
Yeah. Well, I think it's people leaving the planet that aren't going to be able to handle the new reality, don't you? I mean, no. You don't think that's what it is?
No, because I know of somebody who went yesterday who was a client, and I was trying to heal them for over a year, and they went, yeah. So, and she definitely wanted to be here for this.
Oh, that's too bad. Joanne Patton, Little Red Castle, $5 a month subscriber. Once we go to our appointments, how many days before we have access to our 1%? Love you guys. As far as I know, it's the same day. Jen, do you have anything?
I was getting that it could be up to 48 hours, depending on the day you get in there. And it's really just like a series of approvals, because the 1% is actually given to you by the bank and not the treasury.
Right. Okay, Robin McBride, Little Red Castle, $5 a month subscriber. We had to euthanize our beloved 14-year-old Edgar Winter on Monday when he could no longer walk straight without leaning against the wall. Is he okay, and does he miss us as much as we miss him? I assume he's a doggy, but Edgar Winter and Robin. Yeah, I'm sure he misses you.
He is most definitely okay. Got up, ran home to heaven. Came back with a man who is related to you.
Oh.
I want to say that this is a father or something. He's running, jumping all around the house, and he's been back and forth several times since. Yeah, he's plenty okay. He's not upset at all. No hard feelings. Just, they don't think that way really when they get put down. They just think, oh, I feel better.
Mm-hmm. David Murdos, Little Red Castle, $5 a month subscriber. Where do you see silver by the end of the year? I think you've said that before.
There is a point in time where the rate, the value of it triples before the end of this year. We're really going to see our big rise in silver when we get around to March, get into spring of next year because of contracts. And that's what I've seen before on that. And so I don't really have any information that would contradict that.
Okay. Layla, $10 Rumble rant. Thank you, Layla. Thank you. Jen, will Patrick make the final cut in his current art contest?
Yes, he's very good.
Dougie B says he just subscribed on his phone. It has a subscribe button now. That's a good change. And is that Android or iOS? Because there might be a difference there.
Well, is that just subscribing to the channel or doing a monthly subscription?
Yeah. Well, you follow the channel and you subscribe for $5 a month. Speaking of that, Susie California is now a monthly supporter, $5 a month. Thank you, Susie. We appreciate that very much. Steve Templeton says, Mike, you were intense at the first show. I wasn't that intense. If you don't like intense, don't watch the show. That's me. That's the way I am. I'm intense about stuff. But thank you for calling out those negative people on the chat. It was getting out of hand. It sure was. And that's why I was at the end. I tried to be, look, I gave it 3 or 4 days and it just got ridiculous. Annette Bowden, $5 a month subscriber, Little Red Castle. Will my grandson Asher start sleeping in his own room after his September birthday?
They're going to work on it.
Okay. Lisa, Little Red Castle, $5 a month subscriber, says, is my new kitten Toby healthy?
He is. He's going to be one of those cats where you got to keep an eye on the ears. He's just the ones that are going to get the weepy eyes, and he's going to have like drippy ears. So you're just going to keep up on that so that he doesn't get ear infections. And
I continue to have problems with Miss Fluffy Muffy's ears. Sarah would like to know, do you see me buying a beach house by the end of the year? She's also a Little Red Castle $5 a month subscriber.
It's really the first quarter of 25 that you make a solid decision on that. I feel like I'm getting into places and there's something that's like, like there's always a problem. Right. So in the search. So I do think you have the funds to do so, but the delay is in finding what you want.
Rika, $5 Rumble Rant. Thank you, Rika. Is the castle house I'm in love with in Atlanta, Georgia, going to be my house?
No.
Okay. that was quick. Hi, folks. Lorraine here, Little Red Castle, $5 a month subscriber. We need to be in Peach's new school zone to register her. Will we be in our house in said zone in time, or do I need to find someone else for their address?
You're going to get there. It'll be fine. Like just last minute, but it'll come through.
Okay. Kirby, Little Red Castle, $5 a month subscriber. Hi, Jen. Do you see more than 2 of my grandchildren living with me in the future?
Yeah. There may be another one coming.
Rika also says they now have 4 cat litter boxes now for their 2 cats. We talked about that the other day. That's the best thing for them. Yeah, that's good news, Rika. Okay, so more. There's going to be more coming. Okay. Rosemary wants to know who her guide is.
Rosemary who? I know quite a few.
Rosemary.
Rosemary.
Marie.
Okay. She wants to be called Tiffany because she loves that name.
Kim Vale, Little Red Castle.
Oh, she's a talker. She must. Yeah.
Okay. Kim Vale, Little Red Castle, $5 a month subscriber. She just subscribed, gets her first question. And hi, Mike and Jen. My full name is Kim Value. My twin brother applied for disability. Will he be approved? His name is Kenny Laprice.
I feel like there's a delay on that, a matter of months.
Yeah, I mean, it takes time. Usually they reject you out of hand the first time when you apply for disability. I'm
gonna give him the runaround.
Okay, Susan, Little Red Castle, $5 a month, brand new subscriber. Susie Ka. My name is Susan. Will my friend Sam and I reconcile?
Now I hear Sam's moved on.
Okay, Nancy, Little Red Castle, $5 a month subscriber. Will Ron and I go snow skiing sometime in the future?
I see you at what looks like a resort. I don't know if I actually see you skiing, but you are there. There's a fireplace. It's very rustic. It's you will go. I don't know if you'll actually be skiing.
Okay, we got a few minutes left. Let's slide over to the YouTube side of things. JDK wants to know, breaking news is that Democrats are going to ask Biden to step down. Rumors have it he will resign next week. Any truth to that, Jen?
No. Well, they do want him to step down, but he's refusing. I don't know how that's going to play out. I really don't know how they're going to pull him
out. Mike, if you're paying for bots to fill up your podcast, I believe you will get those fake bot posted. I'm not. So next question.
We don't pay for any bots. They're all
that's ridiculous.
Real people.
Yeah. Lisa Western, Jen, my son Chesley is deployed and left his house in the care of his girlfriend. It has deteriorated a great deal. Will he call me to come back in to take care of it? I've cared for it the past 7 years immaculately. Well, Lisa, I don't know. The girlfriend versus mom. Boy, no man wants to be in the middle of that argument.
I don't think she wants you in there. Yeah. Not that she doesn't like you, it's just that she doesn't want the embarrassment.
Right. Sherry says, Jen, you had told me 2 years ago I'd meet my life partner May 2024. Well, I met a man, Jeff, and I'm wondering if this is who I've been looking for.
Just let it right out, lady. It's looking good.
Okay. All right. Laura Mills. Hi, Laura. Jen, do you see any money coming to me outside of RV and Dong exchange? I had to pay a few thousand for pet surgery and son's auto issues. I hear God saying, don't worry, but I'm a tad bit on
in the mailbox. I just saw the mailbox.
Okay, it's in the mailbox.
Keep checking the mail.
Okay, Rick Norman wants to know if Mama Cass actually choked on a ham sandwich. For those of you who don't know, there was a 60s folk group called the Mamas and the Papas, and Mama Cass was a big member of that group and supposedly choked on a ham sandwich.
Drug overdose.
Died of an overdose, yeah. I think that I always thought that was a cover-up. Anna would like to know, hi, Jen and Mike. Will I be able to purchase a house in Ontario soon? A pre-construction build home. Thank you.
I see you looking to purchase a house, but I see you making another decision. So I don't know if it's in Ontario.
Treebeard, I have an order for some Lion's Mane capsules and gummies. I'm excited. Good for you, Treebeard. CBD Gurus makes great stuff. I hope you start feeling a lot better, as do Mike Barrett Pets over there. Super D is pork chop. Yeah, Dave is what an awesome guy. Nico Lockey, morning, Mike and Jen. This is Nico. I found out last week, I think is what he meant, I can retire with a full pension. Should I retire from the TV and film industry this year? Interesting.
Take it while you can.
Take it while you can.
I mean, I don't tell people what to do, but that's just came right out of me, man.
Treebeard says, Mike, I've binged 2 years worth of the Y-Files in the past month. I'm hooked. Get ready for a chat about the Hollow Moon on Whiskey and Wisdom. Okay. Yeah, AJ should have gotten all that stuff from my book, but we'll see where he got it from. It's common knowledge, but okay. Lisa wants to know, anyone know if we need to set up trust accounts, or are we okay briefly with our regular bank accounts? I'm a bit confused on this.
Well, I mean, if you don't have anything to put in a trust, really, I mean, you'll have time. While we're waiting, I mean, the 1% is basically going to be like categorized as like a loan, I think. But you'll have time while we're waiting for the country to go to gold to sit down and to figure all that out and have somebody set you up a trust. I do think that it's the best thing to have a trust in the long run, just because when I handled my father passed away, regular guy, it was so easy it wasn't easy, but it was easier for me when all the family members came at me and said, I want this and that. Well, I'm sorry. It's all written down here in the trust, and I just have to follow line by line and do this. And I didn't, so it was just so much easier. And normally people do that for tax reasons, I believe, but I'm going to do it. But I don't think you have to have everything ready before you get there.
Jen, I have a question about me personally. Should I ask it on the show, or should I ask it off the air?
Well, it's not like gross, is it?
No.
All right. Just check. Go ahead.
What day do I exchange?
No, I'm not doing that. I'm not doing that. Everybody and their mother's hit me with that. Especially for you, because you will flip out if that day comes and goes.
No, settle's come and gone already.
Yes, you will.
Joe, this is Joe. Will I be able to see my grandchildren soon?
I feel like talks start around the holidays, but then after the holidays, I feel like there's a meeting. So that somehow the conversation starts with that and builds, and it does happen. Yeah.
Okay, guys, 2 more questions and we got to go. Scott Ferguson, Jen, do you see me being very happy next week?
Well, do you want to be happy next week?
No.
Scott.
Yeah, it doesn't Telegram chat. We don't pay for anything. So
no, we don't pay for bots. We don't
fine.
inflate our numbers in any way. I actually should have bigger numbers from the spammers in my chat, but we all get rid of them all.
So. Okay, one more question. Victoria Skubel would like to know. That's a very German sounding name. Skubel. Can you tell me when I'm going to meet my soulmate? Thank you.
Kindred Spirit 25.
There you go. All right, guys, that is going to wrap it up for today. Thank you for being with us. I will probably be doing Whiskey and Wisdom tonight. I have to get out of here immediately and head down to the DMV to try to get my car license and pay them an exorbitant amount of money for a fucking license for my fucking car. I hate government, just so you know. And I got to get out of here and go do that. Jen, you going to do a show tomorrow? Do you think it's 4th of July? Probably not, right?
No, I will be making all kinds of food.
I want everybody to have a wonderful 4th of July. We are still in the mix of things. There's stuff happening. Watch Jen's show from yesterday. There will be more intel today. I will be posting it over on the Telegram chat. Do not forget to check in there, and also Philosophy Chat and all the other places. Thank you for being here. And Jen and I will see you, I think, back on Monday. And hopefully by then, we are all going to be celebrating some really interesting stuff that's bound to happen this week. Love you guys. Thanks for being here. Jen, any final words?
Nope.